Most families have a rhythm of disagreement. Voices get raised over dinner, doors get slammed, and minor grievances are aired out. It is a predictable, even expected part of sharing a home with other people. But on a quiet evening in Karnataka, that standard domestic rhythm was completely shattered inside one particular residence. At the center of the investigation is a young man, a member of the household, who is currently in police custody. He is being held for a triple homicide. According to police reports, he killed his own father and his two sisters inside that home. This violence originated entirely from within the house, a fatal rupture occurring inside the family unit itself. Investigations indicate that this level of violence was triggered by what was described as a minor, everyday disagreement. This raises the critical question of how a routine domestic argument bypasses standard psychological boundaries to become a fatal event. The conflict began as a localized, heated verbal exchange. The specific grievance rapidly gained momentum within the household. In a conflict escalation spiral, specific complaints mutate into generalized character attacks. The original topic is abandoned. Language shifts to deep personal hostility, hitting a rigid threshold. Families usually rely on de-escalation, but here, those mechanisms completely failed. The hostility transitioned from words to physical aggression, overriding instinctual bonds that typically govern family life. The speed of this shift can turn a domestic setting into a volatile trap in seconds, leaving no room for anyone involved to reconsider their actions. Inside the house, the emotional volatility reached its peak within a confined, enclosed space. The conflict reached a point of no return when a lethal weapon was introduced into the environment. This timeline tracks the progression of what followed. A first fatal attack was carried out with extreme speed. The violence then continued against the remaining two family members in a severely compressed time frame. These rapid attacks made the resulting violence entirely disproportionate to the minor argument that started it. Following the spree, the house fell into a sudden, chilling silence. This timeline suggests that an unchecked surge of rage can destroy a family structure before any outside intervention is possible. Law enforcement arrived shortly after, apprehending the young man and securing the crime scene. The investigation then moved from documenting the physical evidence to trying to understand the psychological cause of the escalation. One theory is the minor argument was merely a spark, resting on deep layers of unresolved resentment. Left to fester in secret, these conflicts create a pressurized environment. A single spark ignites those layers, breaking through the surface, overwhelming any restraint. The event left a permanent mark on the local community, now forced to grapple with the reality of what happened behind closed doors. This private dispute is now a public and permanent record of crime. The tragedy in Karnataka highlights the fragility of the domestic space, when deep-seated anger is ignored until it reaches a breaking point.